rescue and the search continued here this evening. I'm here to report that we do have now a second deceased.
A second worker now found dead following a massive explosion at the U.S. Steel Clarendon Coke plant. Emergency officials providing an update with crews still on scene assessing that damage. We are bringing you the very latest updates here on Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at 11 o'clock. I'm Kristen Powers.
And I'm Mike Clark. Here's what we know. Again, 2 people killed in that explosion, with officials finding the body of a second worker late tonight. The medical examiner just now confirming that the identity of one of the people killed is 39-year-old Timothy Quinn. The second person has not been identified. 10 people injured in the explosion were rushed to area hospitals as well, including one person who was rescued. County EMS now saying 5 of them are still in the hospital tonight in critical but stable condition. 5 others have been released. Multiple other people were injured and treated at the scene. There were also multiple secondary explosions after that initial blast. County emergency service officials say no one was injured in those. The county health department says air quality monitors do not show any issues tonight. So after hours of asking residents within a mile of the explosion to stay indoors, the county has now lifted that advisory. Emergency workers have been on the scene since this morning. County officials say they don't have an update on the cause of the blast because their efforts were focused on the victims.
Our focus at this point in time has been the rescue efforts for our employees and the treatment for those injured. Now we'll start the investigation. So we really have no further updates as far as what caused the event.
Now, here's a visual timeline of events. You can see the explosion this morning with a huge cloud of black smoke shooting into the air. Sky 4, Pittsburgh's only news chopper, able to show you that perspective from above. Our crews on the ground also showing the massive response from first responders, getting the situation under control. And Drone 4, late this evening, showing the structural damage done. Only Pittsburgh's Action News 4 brought you nonstop team coverage throughout the afternoon and early evening, and our team coverage continues tonight.
That's right. Reporter Jordan Siopa has reaction tonight from the Clarendon community. But first, reporter Felicity Taylor is breaking down more of what we know tonight. Felicity?
Well, Mike, emergency response crews finally recovering the body of the last worker in the explosion almost 10 hours after the original explosion tonight. Now, we still don't know what the cause of the explosion was. U.S. Steel tells us their first priority was to rescue and recover, then investigate. So I asked them, what will that investigation look like? What would be the first step in the investigation now that recovery is over?
Yeah, so we'll be assembling a team, and then we will be starting to do interviews with employees that were directly involved with the incidents. We'll bring in outside experts as well as our own company experts that we've flown in to help with the investigation, but we're just getting that underway.
Tonight, 2 people are dead and 5 people are in critical but stable condition at the hospital. 5 other people were also treated but have been released. Allegheny County officials say multiple other people were injured in the explosion and treated on scene. Special response teams arriving late Thursday evening to recover that last worker trapped in the rubble. Drone 4 capturing that search well into the evening. Crews taking flashlights as they sifted through the explosion site around the 13th and 14th battery.
Safety is our #1 priority every day, every shift, 365. So obviously this is a tragedy that we want to understand. We're under the investigation. And we will continue to work not only with the folks behind me, but the families of those that have been affected.
Overall, 20 EMS agencies and 14 fire departments responded. U.S. Steel says the plant is stable, and they didn't foresee any issues with batteries 13 and 14.
We had nothing planned for 13, 14 batteries in good condition, both productivity-wise, environmental-wise, and safety-wise.
Working together with U.S. Steel and with their full cooperation and transparency, we aim to get to the bottom of the origin of what caused this explosion and prevent it from ever happening again.
U.S. Steel says the plant will make coke tomorrow, but in a limited capacity. We're actually seeing a shift change go on behind us right now. And as we continue to learn more into the investigation of what happened to lead to this explosion, we will be sure to pass that information along. Covering Allegheny County in Clairton, I'm Felicity Taylor, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Felicity, thanks for that update there. Now, this explosion has struck home for not only people in Clairton, but all across the Commonwealth.
That's right, really everyone from state and local leaders to Clairton residents telling us how this is affecting them and how they are praying for those impacted.
Obviously, it's a tragedy, and like I said, it's just a sad day for Clairton and anyone that's associated with the Clairton mill, or all the families that have families that work in the mill. I mean, to go to work and not knowing if your loved ones are coming home.
This is Clairton, this is our community. So many people from this area work there, all relatives, friends, family. It just breaks our heart. It breaks our heart. This is so close to home.
The Mon Valley is home for me. And so today I'm particularly holding the workers, the steel workers, and all those who are affected close to my heart. We stand willing to provide any resources that we can as we move past today into an investigation phase.
Governor Josh Shapiro echoing that message in a statement saying the Commonwealth is here to provide any resources needed. He goes on to say, quote, "Lori and I are eternally thankful for the bravery of our first responders, and we continue to pray for the entire Clairton community." Reporter Jordan Sayopa now joins us live in Clairton.
Jordan, you spoke with more people tonight, many of them deeply impacted by today's events.
Yeah, Mike, Kristen, it's hard for people to even wrap their heads around what happened today. More than 1,000 people work here at the Clairton plant, so a lot of people in this area, if you are in this area, you likely know someone who is a steel worker.
They're all good people, you know, we respect them 100%, you know, what they do. That's scary there, you know. I have family that works in there, you know, it's scary, you know, it happens.
You just heard from John McGarity. He works at Hometown Burgers and Deli, which is located right next to the U.S. Steel Clairton coke plant. Steel workers are there all the time grabbing a bite to eat, so the tragedy hits close to home for him. McGarity watched the explosion aftermath unravel when he got to work today around 12. The Clairton plant employs nearly 1,300 men and women who are responsible for producing roughly 4.3 million tons of coke annually, according to U.S. Steel. Shane Smith worked at the Clairton plant from 2013 to 2020. We know the explosion happened at batteries 13 and 14 inside the plant. The U.S. Energy Information Administration says a coke battery is a series of coke ovens stacked in rows where coal is loaded and made into coke. Smith estimates there's about 20 to 30 people at a time working at a battery.
There's people up top, they're doing demo. There's people on both sides, they're working machines. We expect to work very hard and to sweat all day and night. It's 24 hours, never closes ever, and we never expect to lose lives. That's not part of the job.
And as you heard earlier, we know 20 EMS agencies and 14 fire departments were on scene here earlier. Covering Allegheny County and Clairton, I'm Jordan Sayopa, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.